All right. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited for tonight. Meredith has so many good things to tell you. She has like the best mindset in the entire world. She's going to give you all of her tips and tricks with that. And I'm just so excited for you guys to hear everything she has to tell you. So get up, piece of paper, pen, whatever you want to take notes with, and get ready. So Meredith, if you want to go ahead and share your story, and then we will go back and forth between questions and all of that good stuff.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Meredith. I am 27 years old. I live in Katy, Texas. This is actually the first time I've ever been asked to guest speak on a Zoom, and so I'm like really, really nervous. So y'all are just going to have to bear with me. We're going to get through this. I am really honored to be here and excited, though, and I hope that my story can inspire somebody or that I can help somebody. So I have been with It Works. It'll be a year on March 27th. I followed my best friend for a full year before I finally joined, and she actually joined her cousin after a full year, so I watched for 2 years. And when my best friend joined, I called her and I was like, why the heck did you just do that? Like, why on earth did you do that? Just because your cousin's good at it doesn't mean you're going to. Like, you don't want to be that girl. Like, I was so negative. And I just, like, I bought products from her. I always loved the products, but I was just not going to be that girl. So one day I worked at a bank, and one day I had a crappy day at work, and I walked out, and my best friend had posted her $7,000 paycheck on Facebook, and I was like, what the heck? I'm very, very blue. And so I was like, I am not about to be the broke girl who cannot afford to hang out with her friends. That's literally what made me finally join. And I had no idea. Like, I didn't know anything. I had no vision. I came from a very broke mindset. Like, even the possibility of making more than $20 for my cell phone I really did it just because I wanted to be part of it more than, the money or anything. I didn't even have that in my brain at the time. So I went Ruby in my first full month. So at the end of April, I went Ruby. And I just thought I was the coolest thing ever because I went Ruby so fast, and I was basically going to wake up the next day as an ambassador diamond, and I was, I had that whole mindset. And I sat at Ruby for 6 months. I always maintained, but I focused really, really hard on dead legs and not bringing in new people. I wasn't really great at signing distributors. I didn't believe that I could sign distributors. I still had the mindset of no one really wants to do this, blah, 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 blah. So I went Emerald in September, and then it's something that's really weird. Whenever I promoted, it was like I almost got complacent each time. It was like, oh, well, I did this. I'm good here. Like, I don't really need, I'm good here. So it was right about my 4th Emerald check that I kind of got mad at myself. And I was like, what the heck are you doing? Like, you keep saying you're going diamond, but you're not doing anything. Like, I always did my steps consistently every single day. I've never not posted, not one day since I joined in March 27th of last year. I haven't missed a day of posting. I do my host posts, I do the daily tasks, but it was just, I didn't have the vision or the mindset or the belief. I did not believe at all that I could really ever become diamond. So it was then that I decided, I was like, you know what, this is it. My team deserves more from me. My family deserves more from me, and I'm going to do it. So it's really crazy. I started actually doing self-development every single day. Shocker, guys, that stuff really works. And it just, I don't even know that I really did anything different than I had been doing. It was that I did a lot more and that my mindset completely changed. And then all of a sudden, eSuite changed. I went diamond in January, I earned a $15,000 bonus. I promoted my fiance's account to diamond last month in February. I earned another $15,000 bonus, and I'm going double diamond this month. That's $50,000 in bonuses. I'm gonna I could cry. Like that amount of money. The fact that I'm here is just so insane to me. And I'm telling y'all, please believe me when I tell you that if I did it, like it's you can do it too, and it's 100% in your mindset.
Oh. My gosh. See? Oh my gosh. I just love your story so much because I love hearing stories that are different than mine. And the reason for that is because everyone's journey is different, and it doesn't matter like how long it takes you to go a certain rank or whatever. It's just you keep going. You guys, she went Ruby in a month. It took me a year and 10 months to go Ruby. Does that make her Ruby any more exciting than mine? No. Does that make her any more able to succeed than I was? No. You just do the things. Okay, so you went Ruby in a month. You were feeling on top of the world. You're like, I'm killing it, doing great. And then sat there for 6 months, still maintained, which is beast. But you were really focusing on dead legs because you didn't believe you could sign distributors that wanted to do it. And then you went Emerald, and again, you got complacent. And you guys, I think a big thing with promotions, why people get stuck, and I 100% will agree, this is why I'm stuck at double. was stuck at double is because it's so hard to look at that next paycheck and say, yeah, I'm worth that. Looking at a triple diamond paycheck, it's so hard to say, yeah, I'm worth a $10,000 paycheck. Y'all, I don't even know what I'm going to do with the $10,000 paycheck, but I'm going to find out. But it's so hard to convince yourself, yeah, I'm worth that. Because all of my jobs before, I was maybe making $2,000 a month. How many of you are, like we said, saying, yeah, I'm going to promote, but you're like, but am I? Like, you know, when you're like, you make a post on Facebook and you're like, I'm going diamond this month, and then you post it, and then you're like, question mark. Maybe. Like, I don't know. Guys, that's so real. It's a real thing. So many times, you guys, I've shouted out that I'm going triple diamond every single month since October of 2018. Y'all, I still ain't triple, but I will be one day. And it's because the past almost year and a half now, I've had to struggle with the fact that, yes, I am worth more. And I want you to hear this, you guys, that you are worth more than you are currently having. You are worth more than you're currently making. You're worth more than having to say no for financial reasons. Okay? So I just want you guys really, this is really focusing on how to switch that part of your brain to believe, holy crap, like I actually could do this. Because you guys, I don't know if you heard, she was maintaining Ruby in December. Ruby in December.
That was the only month. That was the only month I never maintained, and it was a Ruby in December, and I was like, heck no, never again, and it will never happen again.
You guys, and then in January she went conference, in January she went to conference. She did go to conference because I saw her there, but she went to conference, went diamond at conference, and then got her fiance to diamond in February, $30,000 in bonuses, right there, no big deal. And then it's going double this month and probably triple next. You guys, insane things can happen when you decide to do it in your brain. So the next thing I want you to talk about real quick, I know you're like, some people are like, what are you doing every day? The same thing that everyone else is doing, but just doing a lot of it. So just real quick, because I know someone's going to ask, what are you doing every single day?
So the honest truth is I'm not doing anything crazy that you don't know about. It's the truth. I am, first and foremost, I am journaling every single day, and I 100% believe that the journaling has changed my life and changed my business. I started getting on Cheyenne Knoxes every day. Those have been kind of on and off lately, but I journal every single day no matter what. So that's my number one thing. If you don't journal, like, do yourself a favor and journal, because it's incredible what it does. Other than that, guys, like I said, never once have I missed a day of coaching. I been very intentional about interacting on other people's posts. I didn't really do that a lot in the beginning, and I didn't have a lot of interaction on my page. But because I got so intentional about interacting and building relationships with other people, I get way, way, way more commenting and interaction on my posts now. And when I have a lot more people that are coming to me that I haven't even spoken to before. They're asking me about the business of the product, and it's because they're seeing my stuff, because I'm nice to them, because I interact on their stuff. Host to post is not my favorite thing to do. I'm not even gonna lie. However, host to post works, and so I do what I do is I don't like to do it every single day, but like every other day I average 10 host to posts a day. So if I don't do it for 3 days, that means I'm gonna get 30 up in a day. So to me, in my head, the number that works for me is 10 a day. If I average 10 a day for a month, I'm gonna sign the amount of customers that I want to sign. Aaron's printing something. Sorry guys, that's scared me. However works for you, just figure out whatever number it is, whatever the average, however many host to posts you need to get up to get your customers, and do it, whether you like it or not, because host to post works. I sign 99% of my customers from host to post. And I mean, I used to average like 4 or 5 customers a month, and now I average about 20. So, and they're all from host to post. Other than that, I mean, just adding friends and doing the self-development. I did not do self-development consistently. And like, if y'all are listening to self-development while you're trying to not let your kids strangle each other like I used to do, or you're playing on your phone, that does not count as self-development. If you're not listening to it and breathing it in and getting it to your heart, if it's not making you have chills or breathing some sort of emotion in your heart, then that doesn't count. Like, you need to be intentionally developing yourself. It's not going to do, I mean, you're not going to get participation points here. Like, you have to sit there and do it. You have to find something that's going to resonate and connect with you. And that's where the growth starts. And that's when you're going to start growing. So,
Yeah.
but really, I mean, I don't know that I do anything during the day other than, I mean, it's just the normal 6
Yeah.
list, you know?
Yeah. You guys, self-development does not count if you are listening to it while you're having another conversation. Because if your brain is not actually listening to it, it doesn't help. It's not doing anything. It's just background noise. You need to like focus on it. And what I want to give you a tip, and we're going to get way more into mindset too, but you have to do things that you need. Okay, so if you are right now struggling with self-belief like crazy, that's what you need to do self-development with. If you're struggling with how to lead a team, that's what your self-development should be, that you can be a leader. Self-development is like the most personal thing in the entire world. So interaction is super, super important. People always ask me, how do you get so many comments and likes on your posts? Because I comment and like on so many posts. Okay. When people tell me, hey, no one's commenting on my stuff, I'm like, okay, well, when was the last time you just intentionally went and commented on someone's things? Okay. I had 2 people order today because I was like, hey, they were supposed to order a couple days ago. I went to their page, commented on their stuff, and then messaged them again. They both ordered. They're like, oh, shoot, I totally forgot to send me card info. Okay. But if I hadn't gone and intentionally done that, they probably never would have ordered. Okay. And host to post 100% works. So literally there's not a single person that can come to me and say like, oh, host to post doesn't work. And I'm like, well, that's really interesting because I already have 16 customers for this month, 100% from host to post. It works if you work it. People ask me all the time, oh, what are you doing for your customers? Host to post. Oh, what else? Nothing. Host to post. They're 100% from host to post. I get up 10 a day and I'm consistent with it. It's not that hard. Go to Mariah's YouTube. I have one on my YouTube too about my host to post system. We use the same thing. There's a reason why we both signed a bajillion customers a month. Okay. So what I want you to give tips on, because I know so many people on my team and other teams are like, okay, great. People tell me to journal, but like, what do I write? Like, what? Can you guys put a 1 in the chat if you're like, I've heard that I should journal, but like also it seems really awkward and I don't know what the heck to write. Thank you, Nafisa, for being honest. I know there are multiple people on my team that are like, okay, so like journal, but like after the first day writing my dream life, then what the heck do I write? Okay. So go more into tips of like what you journal, how you journal, anything like that. For someone that's new to journaling, what would you give them tips on?
So journaling for me is 2 totally different things. One thing that I journal a lot about is obviously the business. So with it kind of depends on my mood. So some mornings, I'll just journal like almost every single day. I thank God for my business, my customers, my distributors, my team, and for the people that are coming into my team, and just I give my business and everything to God. That's the first thing, and like it's almost the same thing every single day when I write it out. From there, I go into and I'll write about like the qualities that if I'm pushing for distributors, it'll be focused on that. So, you know, it's about like the quality of the person. What attributes do I want them to have? You know, I write about them being hardworking, them being consistent, catching the vision super quickly. You know, I'll write about, you know, that I really want a single mother on my team that I can help do this for her kids. I've been actually manifesting. I've been wanting to have a local team here in Katy because I moved and I'm an adult and I don't know how to make friends. Like it's really awkward. So like I'm just gonna go ahead and make a dream team here in Katy, and that's how I'm gonna have my friends. So like and I actually, it's so funny. I signed a distributor the other day, and right afterwards, 10 minutes later, I saw that she posted on a local Katy garage sale site, and I didn't even know, but she lives in Katy, which is super cool. So, but like I manifested that. I fully believe that's for my journaling. So, you know, I write about my dream distributors, my dream customers, that they're super excited that they take the products how they're supposed to. They drink all the water. They love them. They lose 20 pounds overnight, and you know, obviously I'm exaggerating, but I mean, customers that love that send me pictures for results, because I always want my customers obviously to send me pictures. From there, I write about like my dreams, you know, of course your dream day, you know, what you do if you have the freedom, if you never had to hit a time clock again. But I also write about like it's more about the feelings to me. So I write about what it's going to feel like when I open that $10,000. My number is 6,825. It's on the back of my cell phone. That's my goal right now. And so what that's going to do for me, how I'm going to feel, how it's going to feel, what it's going to do for my children. We're getting married in October, and I'm paying for it 100% in cash. So that check's definitely going to help there too. So, you know, my baby just woke up. She's going to come in here screaming, but we'll figure that out in a second when she comes in here. But So, and then from there, it kind of just depends. You know, if I'm feeling really sucky about myself, because I do have that days, you know, I'll write 100 times if I have to. I am worthy of diamond. I have pages and pages of me literally writing nothing but I am worthy of diamond. Stupid, it's annoying, but it works. I don't know why, you know. And so I'll write about, you know, I feel like I really need to work on patience sometimes. And so I'll write about being patient and not getting so snappy with my kids and my fiance, you know, totally different things. I don't know that it really, if you overthink it, it can be awkward and weird, but I mean, we always have stuff going on up here, and it's just something about getting it on a piece of paper and writing it out just helps. And it's also cool to be able to go back and look and read through them and see where I was at that day and where I was feeling. And, you know, like I really, really, truly love it. And I feel like it's changed my mindset a lot.
Yeah, it's really, I love, part of the reason why I like journaling is for the same thing that I can look back and I'm like, hey, like I used to dream for the things I have now. Because it's so easy when you get wrapped up in the everyday life of having enough money to go get your hair done. When you guys, I used to have to put $1.27 of gas in my car because I couldn't afford anything more than that. I used to dream about these things. I used to dream about being debt free. Now that my debt's been gone for over a year, I'm like, yeah, I'm debt free. Like, that's cool. But like, people would kill for that. And I used to feel like I would kill for that. So it's really cool to look back on that. But one little tip that I want to give you if you're struggling with journaling, whatever your dream amount of money is, okay? I want you to think of 30 different things that you could do with that money, okay? And then each day you can pick one thing and write about how it'll feel to do that, okay? That's 30 days of journaling right there. But also what I do, so I do, I think it's called like the 5x55. I don't know what the heck it's called. You write out the same sentence 55 times for 5 days and you take 5 days off and then you do it again. And every single day, I got this from Morgan Martin. Every single day I write, I make $10,000 a month easily and effortlessly. And every morning, the first couple times I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I'm not gonna make $10,000 a month. And then at the end, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make 10 grand a month. Like, look at me. Because you just, the more you talk about it and the more you write it down and you think about it, you're like, yeah, I can. Like, look at, but here's what also I want to say really, really quick before you go to the next question. If you're feeling selfish for wanting more money, don't. Because you need to come first. Like, you need to pay your bills, you need to do your things. But then also, once you go beyond that, think of the people you can help. Think of the lives you can impact because you worked harder. It was so cool for me in Christmas. A single mom, she was like 20. She messaged me on Facebook and she said, hey, I'm not asking for any money. I'm just wondering if you know of any like organizations that do any Christmas gifts for kids. She said, I have a daughter. I can't afford any gifts. Do you have any idea? And I said, can you send me like a couple things that your daughter would want? I bought all of them and sent them to her house. Not because I needed to, not because I wanted to make a post about it on Facebook, but because I could. And that felt so good because that is what you work for in the days. Because you guys, Mariah said it 10 million times. You know, it's not fun to be like, I'm working to pay my rent this month. I'm working to pay my water bill. Like, that doesn't do anything for your heart. That doesn't do anything for your brain. So you have to do things for more than that. Yes, obviously your bills need to get paid first, but there's so much more to life than just paying your bills. Matthew and I are in a premarital class right now, and we talked about money today. And it was so interesting. Every single person there was like, yeah, like we just got to pay the bills and like figure out how to do the wedding and like all this stuff. And Matthew, they were like, what about you guys? And we're like, we're fine. Like, we're good. We got our wedding paid for. Like, I don't know. And like, I know by the end of the classes, like I'm going to have some new distributors because some people are stressed about money and then we don't need to be. They said something like, when I think of my financial future, I am blank. Matthew and I said excited. Everyone else was some sort of coming from fear. I am nervous. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I'm whatever. We don't need to be there. So think of that. Okay. I get really, really distracted. This is what my Zoom
awesome.
end up being 12 million hours long. So I apologize in advance. Okay. So what changed in your mind from December to now? Like, what do you do every day other than journaling to get your mind right?
So, so I start out with journaling. That's like my me time kind of with journaling. And then I'll do like a power hour. But I also like, I listen to a lot of Audible books, YouTube. It really totally changes. There is certain what is the word? Podcasts that I like to listen to. I really like to listen to like Jane Hooper's, and then there's a women's worship one that I listen to every single day. So, but as far as like what changed overall, the fact that I started intentionally doing self-development was the number one thing, and that I wasn't, because I was really bad about playing it in the background and not listening. That's why I always make a point to say that, because that was me. And I was like, oh, I'm doing self-development. Well, no, I really wasn't. You know, I wasn't doing any good. So once I figured out that that was my problem, I was able to correct it, and it changed everything. So another really big, slap in the face moment for me was that I was so stuck feeling unworthy. I was not worthy of diamond. Who the heck am I? Why should I be a diamond? Like, I literally could not get there. My mom was a single mom with 3 children, and we always had a roof over our head, but we didn't ever have money. And my mom really she spent all the money that she had as soon as she got it. Bless her heart, she still has it. She still does that, and that's okay, because I'm going to get rich and give her tons of money one day. But my thing is that I had a really bad mindset about money, like horrible. So I didn't ever think that I was worthy of making more than what I was making hourly. So one day it kind of hit me. It was like right around my 4th Emerald check when I decided I was actually going to do this. It really hit me how selfish it was of me to be so wrapped up in my worth when my babies are worth the entire world. I have an amazing team of girls under me that have the vision and have the fire and are so dang worthy. So why am I so selfish that I'm concerned about whether or not I'm worthy, because I'm holding them back when I'm holding myself back? So that was such a huge thing. And so once I shifted that, and I mean, it's hard. It's not easy. It's not like I woke up one day and was like, all right, I just fixed all my issues, I'm going diamond. It doesn't happen like that, guys. But when you figure out what it is that's holding you back, you can actively work towards the solution every single day. I am really bad. I have a lot of negative self-thought. I physically will tell myself to stop. Like, you can ask my fiance how many times a day that, a couple months ago, I was literally telling myself, stop it, Meredith. Like, he got used to it. I guess everyone around me got used to it. But like, I physically say to myself to stop when that happens. You have to do whatever. It's like one of them, I think it may have been Morgan Martin. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, she said that if you're having a bad mindset, she literally physically removes herself from the room. She'll go to a different area of her home. I started doing that too. Whatever I can do to change my mindset. There was days when I did nothing but listen to self-development. And that was, I mean, of course, I still did my minimum task, but that was working. That was what I needed that day. And so when I turned into that and the craziest thing happened, I started pouring in and loving on my team more. I started building these super, super awesome connections with my team that I didn't have before. And then I started having these promotions on my team. And it was all because instead of worrying about filling dead legs, I started looking at the bigger picture and the people that in the lives that we were going to change and be able to help. And everything is different now. My volume doubled instantly, basically, from me doing that. And I'm telling y'all, promoting is your mindset. Like, if you hit this right, it will be in your E-Suite. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, I freaking love that. It's so much about your mindset. I said I don't know what Zoom I was on, but from January 25th to February 25th, I had the exact same volume. Like, I had like 50 less in February. Like, it was like crickets in February, okay? I was in Wisconsin for a week in February. Like, nothing was going that great for my business in February. And then, so January 25th through the end of the month, nothing happened. We didn't have any enrollments, nothing. I think I signed like 1 customer, okay, nada. February 25th, I said, this is enough. We're going to do this. Our team brought in 3,000 BV in 3 days. Nothing else was different. I wasn't doing anything different each and every day. But I was like, no, we're going to make this happen. And I was excited. I signed 31 customers in 3 days. How? I don't know. I wish I had like a magic wand that I could just be like, ta-da, you can sign 31 customers in 3 days. No, I don't know what happened. It was God. But it's possible, okay? So a couple things I want to say. One, a podcast that I really, really like is the Big Life Devotional. It is like 15 minutes-ish, and it's just great. How many of you are somewhat afraid of money? Put a 2 in the chat if you're like, for me, I still to this day am a little bit afraid of money because my parents, I saw them, any money they got in, they spent. Every time. And that was me for the longest time. Like, any money I got, I was like, let's go get my nails done. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like, guys, I got a big check one day and I bought like I was like 18. I bought like 5 friends season passes to Six Flags. Why? I have no idea, but that's me. That's what I did. And I'm like, this is not okay. So part of you is probably afraid to get more money because you're like, I'm not going to be able to like sustain that. I'm going to spend it, whatever. The podcast is called The Big Life Devotional. I'll put it in the chat. But there's a book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I think that's what it's called. It's by Harv, Eker. I'll put that in the chat too. Because it's really, really good. It's a quick read, but it's so good. I think I spelled it right. Probably. Oh well. 3 things I wanted to say that someone had said to me that every time they said it, it blew my mind. 1, stop waiting for the day that you wake up 100% happy and 100% motivated. Stop waiting to feel like, okay, once I'm that, then I'll be able to do my promotions. No, that's never going to happen. The double diamond with insane amount of enrollments, I still wake up and I'm like, heck yeah, let's go get up 10 host posts. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Some days I wake up and I'm like, I don't even want to get out of my bed right now. Like, I don't want to look at my phone. I don't want to do anything, but you do it anyways. So stop waiting for that. Second thing, if everything you thought in your head that you say to yourself every day in your head, if all of that came true, would you be happy? The answer is no. Most of us would not. Okay? And the last thing, if somebody said to you everything that you say to you, would you be friends with them still? Think of that. Probably not. You'd probably be like, dude, you suck. Like, you're a horrible person. Like, why are you saying these things? You would not let anyone else speak to you the way you speak to you. So you have to switch that. Like, don't be a sucky person to yourself. Like, you should be your biggest fan. Like, you should be like, no, dude, like, I'm bomb. Okay, like, let me tell you how great I am. Let me tell you how powerful I am, how much I can do for the world, okay? Not to be like, I don't know why, but I'm like, not like Beyonce, but like you should be proud of yourself. Like, you're bomb, okay? Cool. Let's see. What's my next question for you? Is there any tip that you have on how to believe in yourself and your promotion, even if it feels far? Like, say someone at the beginning of the month was like, heck yeah, I'm going to go diamond. And they're like, I have signed 1 customer and I still need like 8,000 BB. Like, what would you tell that person? And what are your tips for that?
So I totally 100% relate to that. I feel like anybody who's ever pushed for a promotion has had that feeling. I mean, it's totally normal. So that's what you have to realize, is that it is normal. These feelings are totally normal. Everyone feels it. And so that's the moment when you get to decide whether you're going to boss up and do it or you're going to wait till next month, because that's what I was doing, is I was waiting till next month. There's always next month. There's always next month. Well, guys, let me tell you, that $30,000 in bonuses is pretty awesome. Like, trust me, go get some of those. So, it's just the decision to do it. And then once you do it, you do the self-development. And then if you need that much volume, don't do anything but host to post. Post to post your fingers till they literally fall off, because you will bring it in. The only other thing that my biggest helper was that, connecting with your team. If you don't have people working, don't tell me you can't promote, because you can regardless. You can do it by yourself. It's just a whole lot better to do it with your friends. So build those relationships. Check in with them every single day. I send my girls like Ruby gifts, 500 club gifts. I message them, hey, would you be willing to place a personal order? You know what I mean? Message all of your current customers. Message literally everyone. And then when you've done all of that, go get like 8,000 more host to post up, because if you get enough up, you will bring in volume. There's not an amount of volume that you could not bring in, and if you just get enough host to post up. You just have to know that they work. And I swear, if I'm in the mindset of no one's commenting on my host post, blah, 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 like, literally you're creating that. So don't do that if you're one of those types, because I am. And so, like, I had to physically, like, literally tell myself to stop doing that. And I would get a host post up, and I'd get up and do a dance and be like, yeah, this is about to blow up. I'm going to get 50 comments. And it will happen. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm telling y'all that it's completely in your mindset. So if you just decide this is what's going to happen, you're going to do it. It doesn't matter. You don't care how many people you have to talk to. You don't care if you get blocked on every social media platform. You're going to do whatever the heck it takes, because you are worthy and your team is worthy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. You guys, there's no amount of BB that you could tell me that's like, I need this much, that I'd be like, oh, maybe like, let's push it off a month or 2. Like, let's work up there. You guys, when I went double diamond, we did almost 5,000 BB in 2 days. And before you start thinking like, oh, well, you probably had a big team because you went double diamond. I have 1 worker. One. Don't recommend that. I do not recommend going double diamond with one worker. No, don't do it. But it can be done. So, you guys, the thing is, you're just telling yourself, no, I'm too far. You're telling yourself, Gina, I'm going to call you out. You said I have no team. Okay, well, girlfriend, you have 3 weeks. I think that's how many weeks are left I don't even know how many weeks are left in March. You have 3 weeks, okay? Do not tell me you can't find 4 people that want to go Ruby this month, that want to sign and make $500. Because you can find a single person that's like, hey, I know 3 people that want to make money. Here, I'm going to blow your mind real quick. Okay? Go ahead. I'll remember. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so I used to never, ever host posts for distributors because I had done a couple here and there, and they just didn't work for me. I didn't get instant gratification, so I didn't like them. And then another girl on our team was signing like 20 distributors, and I was like, all right, what's that? Like, what are you doing? And she was like, I'm only posting for distributors. So for like 2 solid weeks straight, I only posted for distributors, and I signed 12 last month, and almost every single one of those was from first contact off of a host to post. Now, there's a lot of people that commented and did not sign, but those 12 that did were awesome. So if you have the mindset of host to post for distributors does not work, it absolutely does. You just have to get enough, and you've got to go through and find the right people, just like you do with customers. You know, it's not any different. But I had a really sucky mindset about that, so I just wanted to say that before I forgot.
Yeah, and also I'm going to blow your mind real quick. If anyone else, can you guys put a 2 in the chat if you're like, I would love to go diamond, but I think I'm too far. I don't have a working team. I think I'm too far. I'm only blank. I think I'm too far. Okay? One other person. I bet there's more of you. There we go. Okay, they start coming. Okay? Here is the deal. I'm going to blow your mind real quick. I did a live about this on my team page a couple weeks ago, and it, like, when I figured it out, I was sitting here with my fiance, and I was like, holy crap. Okay? Here's what I'm going to teach you. Okay? So, you get your 6 customers. Okay? That's the first part of steps to success. You sign your 3 distributors. If you teach those 3 to get their 6 and 3, who teach their 3 to get 6 and 3, you're diamond. You signed 3 distributors. You taught them to complete their steps to success. You have enough BV. You have enough distributors. You are more than a diamond. Because you now have 2 rubies and actually, no, you have like 3 emeralds. Like something crazy. Right? Yeah, because you have 3. And then they each have 3. So that's 3 rubies. And if they each had 3, that's a lot of people. Like, that's almost double diamond, okay? So don't tell me that you can't find 3 people who know 3 people, and then those 3 people who know 3 people. Y'all, I've signed 6 customers in the past 2 days. Don't tell me it can't be done in a month. It is 10 days into the month. I've signed 16 or 17, I just got information for another one, customers, and 5 distributors. Okay, if I stay on track with that, guess what? It's a whole new diamond. Done. That's 15 distributors in a month and 45 customers. And if I teach each of them, even only get 6, it's possible. You're telling yourself that you can't. You're counting yourself out before you even get there because you're like, no, like, I don't know. Like, you ever, like, your upline's like, you can go diamond. You're like, heck yeah, I can. And then, like, after the conversation, you're like, what did I just say yes to? Like, what? Like, what? No. Like, I can't go diamond. Like, excuse me, I've been in for 6 years. I haven't signed 1 distributor. You guys, hold up. I'm going to tell you something real quick. So many people could have given up on me. How many distributors do you have on your team, if you have a distributor, that in 2 years is, well, a year and 10 months is nothing. Not an executive, nothing. Okay? That was me. But then I made a decision to go for it, and I went from like 500 BV to almost 20,000 BV in a double diamond in 6 months. 8 months. I don't know. I think between 6 to 8, I don't know. It was like a blur. Don't give up on yourself because you haven't done it yet. Don't give up on yourself because you're afraid. Okay, so if you're afraid that you're like, I'm afraid that I'm going to do everything. How many of you put a 3 in the chat if you're like, I'm afraid to put all the work in and miss my goal? I'm afraid to give it everything I got and still not be enough. Yeah, that's a scary dang thing. Hi, me. It's a scary dang thing, but guess what? If you give it everything you got If you go for diamond, you're like, heck yeah, I got this, and you only end up ruby, well, guess what? If you made your goal ruby, you probably would have hit ruby. Set your goals high, and guess what? Most likely, there's going to be some sort of something happening. I don't know. Don't come at me if like April 1st, the bonuses aren't still there. Okay. I don't know anything, but I'm just saying, you don't work for the bonus. It doesn't matter. You do every single thing possible, and if you still fall short, guess what? The world does not end March 31st. Get so freaking close that April 1st, you're like, this is a breeze. Y'all, I worked so hard in February. I lied. I worked so hard the last 4 days of February to get my fiance to Emerald. I didn't realize how close I was. I messed up somehow in charter, and it was 42 BB from Emerald for him. I don't want to talk about it. It's not okay. But, y'all, he's like this close to diamond now. But imagine if last month I was like, no, like he can't go Emerald. If I would have stopped where he was, I would have had to do all of that and then some. Don't stop where you are because you're afraid of missing the goal. No matter what you do, you're going to be closer than you are today. And if you do nothing, guess what? You're going to be further next month. Because some auto ships are going to fall off. There's that saying that I think is really stupid, but like it's true. Like if you shoot for the moon, you'll land among the stars. You shoot for diamond, you'll land somewhere in Emerald. An Emerald paycheck ain't so bad, especially if you're a distributor. Y'all give yourself an $800 a month increase this month. Hello? What you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with the money? Don't figure out why you're doing this. Don't have it be like, oh, I just want more money. Okay, well, why? Because I want more money. Okay, why? What is it gonna do? Because just being like, I want more money, that's not gonna push you. Okay? The last thing I want you to talk about is every time I get on Zooms, I like get really hype and then I'm like out of breath and I like can't breathe. It's not good. The last thing I want you to touch on is what like your opinion on the power of consistency and believing in the products versus the company, because I think it's super, super important to have that belief in what you're selling and what you're promoting. So I'm gonna let you go on a tangent, whatever you want to do with that.
Yeah. So for one, like I 100,000,000% love this company, and I'm so grateful every single day for the opportunity of what it's done. Like I say this all the time, my team has heard this, but like even if they did not pay me, I would still stick around because of what it's done for me as a human being. I'm a better person. I'm a better mother. I'm a better friend. I am a changed person. If y'all knew me a year ago, like you would be like, wow, this girl is mean. Like, I mean, I wasn't mean, but I was selfish, really is the best way that I could think about it. And it's just that, you know, the growth in itself that has come, that I would stick around. But so for one, if you need to fall in love with the company, because I'm telling y'all that y'all have $1 million opportunity in your hand. And if you don't make $1 million, it's because you decided not to. I fully believe every single person on here can make $1 million with this company, several $1 million. So for one, you need to figure out in your heart, you know, you need to find that passion and love for this company and know what you have your hands on. For two, guys, our products are bomb, like bomb. This Skinny Bro is changing my life. I don't know if y'all have seen my results pictures. I have star tattoos on me. I lost 12 pounds in 2 weeks. I saw 130 on the scale for the first time in 8 years since I've had children. And I'm going to let those fly at my wedding. And I'm telling every single person that, guys. Like, I'm so excited. People hear my excitement when I tell them if anybody wants to lose weight, they need my coffee, period. Aaron, I actually bought him a new truck, and he put a Skinny Brew sticker on the back of it. So not only am I hustling Skinny Brew, he has people and he has sample packs in his truck and he's selling them. Literally anybody that's going to talk to, I'm going to ask them if they like coffee or money. Like, I don't even mess around. And I talk to people like this. And it's crazy because I never thought that I would be able to, like, I would be the girl to do that. But I'm just so passionate. I'm so excited. And I honestly feel like you're dumb if you don't take this opportunity. Because for one, we're going to look hot. And for two, we're going to make lots of money. Like, I'm sorry. Everybody needs that in their life. So get the product and get your own results. If you use them consistently, you're going to get your results. I've run my auto shipment every single month since I've been in. So first off, if you're not doing that, do it right now. Second of all, use the product. Don't be like me. I had so much product stored up, I wasn't using them. Like, why? And that's so dumb. So don't do that either. But like, once I started consistently using them, my skin looks better. I feel better. My energy is better. And I'm passionate about them. I fell in love with them. So when I'm talking to people, I'm not just like, oh, this is certified X, you can lose 30 pounds. I'm like, oh my God, you need this. It is so good. Try it. I swear you're going to love it. Check out my results. Check out my friend, this results. You know, it's totally game changing when you can come at it from a point of like, I used to never voice memo customers, and now I do, because if they can hear the excitement in my voice, I'm going to sell them some product, something. Even if they don't need to lose weight, I don't care. You need to get healthier. You need greens. You need something, you know? And so like, I literally can find something for anybody, and they're going to love it, like, period. And I'm telling them that they're going to love it.
Yeah. You guys, I say this all the time to people, and I know they hate it because it's like a hit in the face or the gut or whatever you want to say. But if you don't spend the money on the products, how can you expect people to spend them on them? Like, if you don't think it's worth your money, why do you think it's worth theirs? Yeah, I know it sucks. For all y'all that like don't have an ownership, you're like, oh, gosh. You know how easy it is for me to sell Skinny Brew? I'm down 9 pounds in 2 weeks. Ain't nobody that's like, oh, it doesn't work. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. So my 9 pounds just evaporated into thin air. That's interesting. Like, nobody can tell me that our products don't work. Skinny Brew is insane. Also, the energy and focus. Y'all, if you have not tried Skinny Brew, don't even.
It is a game changer. It is a game changer. Like, I'm going to make $1 million off of this. I'm so excited.
So it's insane. Matthew tried it for the first time today because I was kind of hogging it. I'm like, listen, I'm going to run out. But then I ordered more, and I was like, fine, you can have some. And he was like, I have a lot of energy. I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay, listen. But here's getting news. Like, find a product that you love. I'm not saying you need 12 million products that you need to take every day. Find a couple. Like, no one. There's not a single person that can tell me, oh, Confianza doesn't work. Well, that's interesting because, like, it does. So, like, I don't know what you did. Like, I don't know what you took, but, like, Confianza saved my life. It saves me from wanting to murder people every day. So, like, I don't know what you're doing. Y'all, like, do you have those personal testimonies? Think of it this way. Okay? You went to buy a car, and you were like, you asked the guy, like, what do you think about this? And he was like, I mean, the website said it was good. What? And then you're like, well, how does it drive? I don't know. And if you're like, well, what's this? Let me ask my coworker who drove it. Like, I don't know. You'd be like, yo, I'm leaving. Like, you don't know what the heck you're talking about. But when someone messages me and they're like, tell me about this hair, skin, nails, I'm like, oh my God, you need it. Same thing with our cleanser. If you guys have not seen my skincare results, y'all are gonna die. Maybe when you keep talking, I'm gonna find a picture and I'll show them to you because you're gonna. It's insane. But like, have that belief in the product, because then no one can tell you it doesn't work. Because you're like, oh, okay, so like all of this changes in my body just happened, just like a magical fairy just waved a wand and weight just evaporated. Okay, that's really interesting. Like, you can have that conviction that you're like, there's not a single person that can tell me it doesn't work. And then you have so much like, oh, like so much excitement. Like I can sell products to anyone that I've used. But like, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't sold the Firming neck cream. I haven't used it. I can't tell someone, oh my God, it's bomb. I've seen results, but like, I don't have that conviction. I lost 6 pounds in a week from the celery. I don't love it. I don't take it every day because I don't like feeling like I just drank grass, but like, I still know it works. I'm not saying you need to use it every single day for the rest of your life, but have an experience. Have something that you can tell someone, oh my God, the coffee is so freaking good. And I'm not saying say it's so freaking good because that's what your script says. Because you're going to feel like a liar, and then subconsciously you're going to talk yourself out of every single sale. You guys, when you have that conviction with products, I took a sale yesterday that was supposed to be fat fighters to 185 beef from talking about products. Not a script. I was just saying like, oh, like this is this. And then she was like, oh, we'll add that. And then she said, she asked me something and I was like, oh, well, I recommend this, this, and this. And she's like, okay, cool, add them all. Don't assume that just because they were interested in the Thermal Fried X means they only have $36 to spend. So is there anything else you want to share about consistency or anything? I'm going to find my skincare results because y'all are about to die. You're going to die. I'm just warning you. Get a little AED machine that's going to restart the part because you're not ready. You ain't ready for this.
You're great. Yeah, I don't know if I even already said this, but like, figure out what it is in your heart that would be so incredible for you to be able to accomplish. So, like, I'm pretty sure one of the reasons that I was able to maintain and everything Emerald for so long without really having super solid legs was because of that Margaritaville. Yeah, I told you I'm blue. They announced that. Nobody was going without me. And you bet your butt my name was on that screen at conference. Like, I got to go to Margaritaville, and it's because I was so blue and I was not going to miss out. So to me, that's my thing. I don't want to miss out on anything. So, in my brain, like, I'm planning these trips and what I'm going to do with this money, and so it's like, be responsible with your money. I'm not telling you to go blow it, but figure out what it is that you can get super, super on board and excited about and passionate about, and set that as your goal, and then do it whenever you get there and be like, look, I made it. You know how cool it is to freaking wake up after working your butt off and saying you're going to go diamond for 6 months and wake up and your e-suite says diamond? Like, the $15,000 bonus is amazing, like, incredible, life-changing. But you know what's even more life-changing is that monthly income that we did not have before, And so I just hope that every single one of y'all knows what you have your hands on, and figure out what it is in you that you need to decide to be able to reach your goals, so that way on your days when you're feeling sucky and you don't want to do anything and you're 8,000 away and it's all falling apart, and that's how it feels, because I know you're going to be able to figure it out anyway. You're going to do it anyway. You're going to work through those sucky feelings, because I'm telling God, it's so worth it. And you're never going to look back and be like, darn, I wish I hadn't messaged those last few people. You know what I mean? Like, you're always going to regret what you don't do, but I promise you'll never regret the hard work. Also, I'm really excited to see your skincare results.
Oh my God. I don't know if it's going to show as insanely as it is.
My computer's really blurry, but no, I can definitely tell.
Hold on. We're gonna get real. We're gonna do this, because y'all need to see this, because so many times people try to like play with you and they're like, no, it doesn't work, and I'm like, watch this, girlfriend. Here, hopefully nobody messages me or does anything crazy.
Wow.
4 months.
Wow, that's life-changing right there.
Months. For someone who's getting married in 2 months, that changes everything.
Everything. Wow, that's amazing. That is what our products do, period. Don't even tell. I kind of laugh when someone tries to tell me the products don't work. I actually do laugh. I also very quickly correct them.
Yeah, you guys, I'm so glad that this Zoom happened. The only thing that I used was the refresh cleanser. That's all I used. I just ordered the skincare pads though, and I'm super freaking excited because they're going to take away my scars. But you guys, I really wanted this Zoom, because I think so many people, they're like, okay, I can do the things, like I can get some host to post up. But so many times you struggle with that voice in your head that's like, you can't do this. You can't go diamond. You're not worthy of diamond. You're not a leader. You're not this. You're not that. So I'm going to end this with one funny joke. Okay. It's not actually a joke. It's my real life. Okay. Here's what happened. When I first started the business, I had convinced myself that you had to be a blonde to be successful. So 3 different times, not once, not twice, 3 different times I tried to go blonde. If you've been friends with me on Facebook, you know my hair does not go blonde, it goes orange. Okay? 3 different times I tried to go blonde because I let that voice in my head tell me you can't go diamond or you can't go this because you're a brunette. Excuse me, I'm a brunette and I'm a double diamond, so like don't even. But you have like, okay, yes, Nafisa. My first week after starting, my boss said, no one's gonna buy weight loss products from you. You're naturally skinny. Oh. Okay. Well, but then homegirl me gained a lot of weight and then lost a lot of weight. So like, what up? Guys, like, there's nothing that you don't have that you need. There is nothing that Meredith has, that I have, that Stephanie Dunn has, that we are keeping from you that you do not have. The only thing is we made a pure decision to go for it. And I know there's someone on this Zoom, because I was that person that's like, I swear to God, if one more freaking person says, make a decision to go do your promotion, I'm going to kill them. Put a 4 in the chat if that's you. I hated that. I wanted to kill everyone that said that. I'm like, okay, I decided 6 million times that I'm going to promote, but I didn't yet. No. I did not actually decide. I did not decide that I was going to do every dang thing I could to make the promotion happen. You guys, I was in my bed on last month. I thought we were like 300 for Matthew's Emerald. I was messaging until the very end. You guys, when I promoted to Diamond, here, don't even tell me that you're too busy. I was moving cross country. I promoted to Diamond in a hotel room. I don't even know what state I was in. But I made it happen because I decided I was going to do it. I decided. And you guys, don't wait until the very end. Please, for the love of God, do not wait until 11:59 because B-Suite does not load. It does not. It's really, really fun. Do it early and get it done. And you guys, find those people on your team that you're going to run with. And if you don't have them, be very honest with the people that you sign up and say, like, hey, listen, here's my goal. Here's what I'm running for. I want to help you get this. Are you ready to run with me? Don't be afraid to tell people. Don't be afraid to tell your friends and family about what you're doing. Gosh, darn it. I just start surgery and like things just like go up and down here. It's really fun. You guys just do the dang thing. Stop counting yourself up before you even try. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing else you need. There's no magical host approach script. There's no magical nothing other than hard work and true just like dedication that you can do it. That's all it is. So I want you to know that I believe in each and every one of you, and there's anything I wouldn't do to help every single one of you. If you guys need anything at all, you can always reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And please, 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 whenever you guys promote, I want you to message me. Even if you're not on my team, talk to me. Yes, okay. I don't know. I'm going to go with Alicia, but that's definitely not how you say your name. But praying is everything. Did I say it right? Oh, sorry. I just got really excited that I said her name right. Praying is everything, you guys. When I ordered to Double Diamond, I have Matthew's Double Diamond chart right here. I literally, every single order, I put my hands on my chart and I prayed and I thanked God for the order that came in and I prayed for everything that was coming in, that all the boxes, he knew how they were going to be. You guys, have that conviction and don't be afraid to pray selfish prayers. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Because God knows that when you're saying like, God, would you just help me to be the best leader I can be? Would you help me to guide the people? He knows you're like, will you help me to help someone go ruby so I can go diamond? Don't be afraid to be honest with God. He knows that you're not actually being like, I just really want to be the best person I can be. No, girlfriend, you want to go diamond. Like, God knows what you actually want, so don't even try to hide that. Like, just be real with what you want. So that is all I have. I am so thankful for all of you guys that came on here and hung out with us for an hour. I hope this was so helpful. Put something in the chat if you loved everything Meredith shared. You guys, just know that we believe in you so much, and there's nothing you cannot do this month. So I hope you all have a great Tuesday, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.